What's good, y'all? It's your boy GAgainstTheWrld. I'm taking a Q&A based off of my Deluxe EP coming out called The Life of Pop. Okay, so my favorite photo from the photo shoot that we took for this EP cover is definitely the main cover with the hose, because I really like how it came out and the way that I look, because usually I don't look the best in my EP covers, like the ones that I did without my face in it. Like, okay, so we have What's Good, Hoverboards, Light 'em Up, and then The Life of Pop. Oh, and the show, which was in 2020. So yeah, 2020 was the start of, maybe What's Good was, okay. I mean, maybe it was good for the year it came out, 2020. So that cover was still not good. And now The Life of Pop, I feel like I really I don't know, I think I like the way it came out, and the water effect on the screen to make it look like I hosed the camera. At first there is some outtakes, but I don't think I have the photos, but there is some outtakes that I did where I actually put water on the camera to make it look like I actually wet the camera, but that didn't come out good. It obviously just messed up the whole photo, so we had to use effects, but it still came out looking pretty good, so I really like the way it came out. So let me think. My favorite. Okay, my favorite one out of all four of them, because obviously there's 2 singles and 2 new songs. Technically 3 singles, because Light 'em Up is a bonus, but that wasn't even going to be on the EP originally. I just added that because, well, I mean, it's a pretty good song, and I feel like it fits right into the EP. So I was just like, you know what, let's put it on there. But realistically, the song that I really like at the moment right now was Like Me, which is a song on there. It's really paying homage to the artists that I acknowledge on there, so I'm not gonna say who. You guys can guess who. I mean, I can say who, it doesn't matter. But it's just paying homage to a bunch of artists that inspired me, and I just wanted to give them a little shout out and let them know that I just, got inspiration from them. So yeah, and also you may think that it's about self-love and just saying, talking about, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a boss type stuff. But no, it's actually not about that. It's mainly about paying homage to the artist. I mean, it's kind of both, self-love, love yourself in a way too, but it's also paying homage to the artist, like I keep saying. So yeah, I really like that song at that moment, and I really thought of that yesterday, wrote it yesterday, and recorded it yesterday, which I think that's one of the fastest songs I've ever written, which is crazy because for Go to Work, I know that I have had that song in mind at the time, which was 2022. Which was on Hoverboards, and for Go to Work, I know that I thought of the song before. I wanted to have a faster tempo, faster beat. But I was like, no, let's slow it down. This beat is perfect, and but I also written the verses that same day and recorded it that same day, and then I did the ad libs for it that same day, which is crazy because the ad libs sound amazing, and now I don't even do ad libs like that anymore because you don't hear a lot of ad libs in my songs. But I should start doing them again, and yeah, those ad-libs it really helped make the song what it was for me, because with the ad-libs, it made me like the song even more. So, yeah. What inspired me to make, pop music, kind of, because it's called The Life of Pop, but I feel like every time I do a pop song, there's always a little bit of rap in it. For my 2 singles off of The Life of Pop, Jealous, there was no rap in there. It was full, but except for a little bit of rap, but that doesn't really count because it wasn't my voice. It was a deep effect. If you listen to the song, you'll understand. But for Let the World Pop Begin, I obviously rapped in that, but the beat was poppy and the chorus was very poppy. I was singing in the chorus. But for Jealous, that was full on singing, so I feel like that's the only song I have that is really a pop song. But what inspired me to make pop music is really just, I've always liked pop music, just the way how it makes me feel, how it makes me feel good, make me want to go out and have fun, chill. And I got that from a bunch of different artists, who would I say? A lot of Calvin Harris's beats, the ones that he did for Rihanna, Where Have You Been type of stuff, that type of music, Rihanna, Chris Brown, kinda Charlie XX a little bit, but not really, because I just started listening to her recently. But yeah, she definitely inspired The Life of Pop a lot, because with the hyper pop that was definitely from her, I'd say. So like, yeah, basically, yeah, just those artists and a whole bunch of other artists like Nicki too, with her early albums when she made pop music and stuff. I just, I really took that and made it into something that, could be a good EP or two. So yeah. The name GAgainstTheWrld. So that actually came from one of my friends, still unknown, on YouTube. He's probably streaming right now actually, at the time of this recording. But yeah, so I was looking for, okay, so at the time I was probably 10 or so, 10 or 11, and I wanted to make a Vivo account. So I was like thinking of names for a potential Vivo account. Of course, at first my rapper name was Lil G, but I found out that was taken by somebody else, so I had to change it. I was gonna go with Mystery Gabe, but that didn't sound right. And then he came up with Gabe Against the World, but that name was too long for a Vivo account channel. So I was just like, okay, well, he was like, why don't you shorten the GAgainstTheWrld? And I was like, okay, good idea. Let's do that. GAgainstTheWrld. And I was gonna spell it like WORLD, but I was like, you know what? Should I do like world like Juice WRLD, or world like the word world? And he was like, Juice WRLD, that type of world. And I really like that. And it also, I feel like it does pay some homage to Juice WRLD in a way too, like my name. And yeah, GAgainstTheWrld. I mean, I like that name. I feel like it's too long. A lot of people say it's too long, but you got to think about how many other rappers have long names, like Ski Mask or some god. I mean, I do love him though, like Ski Mask. I love his music. Like that's no disrespect to anybody with long names. I'm just saying like a comparison. But yeah, I do like Ski Mask's music. I really do. I have him on my playlist. So yeah. All right. So that was the Q&A of The Life of Pop, my new EP coming soon. You can pre-save it now, so go ahead and do that. And my new song, Light 'Em Up, is out everywhere, including the remix. So go ahead and stream that.